baggy pants, but, just high-fiving a few people, wrestling in the good guy role, and easily I get people cheering for me.
Right.
It looks like a one-dimensional character where this guy's always a bad guy, but I've seen my brother do it, that it can be a two-dimensional character where you can be a good guy and a bad guy.
Which do you prefer?
Probably being a heel. I've done it so much more, and it's just fun because, one of the general rule of thumbs is, you let the heel lead the match, so sometimes you have more say in it, and it's just, I think and that's one thing that I'm really working on, is just being a better ring general and just really listening in the ring and stuff like that, because, I've come across some guys who, when you get to the back, they don't want to talk at all. They just go out there and wing it, and some people may not seem like much, but I can say from experience, going out there and winning a professional wrestling match isn't really that easy. I think it takes years of experience. So being a heel teaches me more to be a ring general. I feel like I'm learning more being a heel, so right now I personally enjoy doing that more. And you get to be a dickhead for no reason.
So I was reading your blog on MySpace, and you talked about the injury you got at the MWR show where you chipped the bone in your elbow and you found out.
That was actually up in Duluth in Minnesota.
Oh, that was in Minnesota. Okay.
And I tore my tricep. I thought the bone chip was the worst of it. After seeing my doctor, they said your tricep tendon is just hanging there by a thread. If that your tricep can roll up into your arm, and like the injuries you see a lot of the WWE guys get where they tear their muscles and they're out for about 6-7 months. That's what happened to me, and it was pretty crappy. I had to get surgery. I couldn't wrestle for about 6 months. I lost a whole bunch of weight. I had to really work hard in the gym to get everything back to normal. And to this day, I still wear an elbow pad on that arm just because it's still a little bit sensitive. This November is going to be 1 year exactly from when it happens, and I'm still having, a little bit of issue with it. I'd say it's about 90% right now, so it's not quite 100%. But, yeah, I look back at it now as just a minor setback. It's all in a day's work. Wrestling comes with this, so.
You got that picture up there, man. It makes my stomach a little queasy just looking at it. Open the arm.
Yeah, it was actually right when they got the IV in me, starting to get a little bit loopy, and right before they put me under, I looked at the doctor and I said, make sure you get a picture of this, and then and when I woke up, that's what they gave me. They handed me a full piece of paper and the picture of the size of the whole sheet, and I was like, wow, that's great.
Man, I've actually got a friend on Facebook that the radio show has a Facebook page, and he actually dropped a message on the wall saying that he bought one of the he bought a pair of ring pants from you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Yeah, the amount of people I'll be wrestling a match and usually people sitting in the front row, I can always hear talking to their friends like, God, his pants are so cool, or those pants are so awesome. I wish I could get a pair of pants like that, which I think is funny because, if I didn't have the character that I do and I came out wearing those pants, I think it would be ridiculous. It was just so, they're almost flamboyant looking in a way, all the different colors I have with them. So one day I go through them pretty quickly, and I was like, I wonder if I can sell a pair of these. And I put them up for sale, and I had plenty of people right away contact me telling me that they'd buy them because they just think they're so cool.
Bringing back the Hammer pants in style.
Exactly. I get a lot. They say, we like your MC Hammer pants. I'm like, thank you. Going more for Aladdin, but I guess 1990s rappers works too.
Yeah, but I see that the logo with the genie and on your website, that your MySpace, I think that's pretty bad.
Yeah,
I dig that.
A T-shirt that I have that I sell. I'm actually coming down to the last 5 or 6 I have. I sold them. Did a good job selling them, but that was artist I contacted on MySpace, the Jawbreaker Graphics, I gave him the idea. I said, you can get like a magic lamp and make it look like I'm doing a magic carpet ride coming back to him. That's all I told him, and that's what he sent me back. And I said, wow, that's awesome. It was phenomenal. So I got with that.
So what's we know the long-term goal for you. What's the short term, the next year or two? What do you have left to do, or what's your steps here?
Personally, one thing I would like to do is wrestle for Ring of Honor. I mean, as an indie wrestler, they're the top indie promotion there is right now, and if it happens that I don't get to be the next breakthrough star there, that wouldn't bother me, but I would like to go there and wrestle there. It's in my opinion, it's a different atmosphere. It's a different audience, you know. It's a more mature audience. You know, you got to wrestle a little bit differently. I think you got to step your game up a little bit. You know, they're not necessarily wowed as easy as some of the other crowds at just random independent shows. So I'd really like to go there and test it out. And plus, you know, some of the greatest independent wrestlers are there right now. You know, guys like Austin Aries and Colt Cabana. So who wouldn't want to be working in the locker room with those guys?
Definitely. And has anyone from any of the organizations talked to you or anything indirectly or directly about possibly coming in or maybe coming for a dark match or tryout or anything of that nature yet?
On a big scale, like WWE, TNA, my brother told me not to worry about that stuff, and when he feels the time is right, when he feels I'm ready, he said he'll contact the right people for me, and then, you know, we can go check it out together. As for Ring of Honor, I've emailed and talked to Adam Pearce a little bit. I'm pretty close with Austin Aries. You know, we're talking. The thing is, there's so many people, so many independent wrestlers knocking down their doors, asking if they can come work for them. So just because I'm Shawn Daivari's brother, you know, I don't think that makes a big difference to them. You know, they have plenty of wrestlers who want to come work for them. And I would just like to earn my own spot there. You know, I don't necessarily need to tell them, you know, because a lot of those guys I worked with my brother back in the indie scene. He did a few shots for Ring of Honor. You know, so they know what he's capable of, and he helped train me, so they have an idea of what I'm capable of too. So hopefully someday soon enough, within next year, like you said, that's definitely a goal of mine, would be get up there and wrestle for them.
All right, and we definitely hope it happens. Do you have any upcoming bookings right now in case anybody's listening wants to go see you in action, maybe be able to grab a pair of those awesome pants?
One that comes to mind is there's a promotion called First Wrestling here in Minnesota, and it's consistently the best drawing show here in Minneapolis. I mean, every once in a while there'll be a random spot show here and there that'll draw maybe like 700 people or so, but consistently month to month, First Wrestling can draw anywhere from 300 to about 600 people. And there's on October 23rd and 24th, it's a 2-day tournament with a lot of the guys here from Minnesota, as well as some guys from Chikara. I know Mike Quackenbush, Lindsay Dorado, Claudio Castanoli, Eric Cannon, Ryan Cruz, Darren Corbin, and other Chikara guys who live here in Minnesota, but they work up there as well. I'm going to be in this tournament. It's a 2-day tournament, and the prize of the tournament is yet to be determined, but I'm really looking forward to it. Something like this I don't believe has happened in Minnesota, at least not for a while. So I think it should be a pretty good turnout and a really fun show.
Definitely. Well, do you have anything left to tell your fans who are listening before we let you go?
Just keep coming to shows. That's all I got to say. Independent wrestling isn't necessarily at its high point right now. So like I say, as long as people keep supporting indie wrestling, guys like me can continue following my dream.
Awesome. Arya, we definitely thank you for coming on, and we hope that you'll come back in the near future.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
All right. You can check them out on myspace.com/Daivari. Let me spell that out. DAIVARIYA. Check them out. Hit them up if you want some pants or one of the last few shirts. Check them out.